now. We live. We live and we lit, baby. Hopefully everybody is doing well. It's your boy DJ 2K Nitro. I'm just want to do a quick live, give a quick take on a couple of things going on with my 49ers, man. Shout out to the Niner gang, any 49er fans watching. This is your first time, I post a bunch of different stuff. I post a lot stuff. I post some sports stuff. I'm working on doing some reaction stuff soon. So I just got to put that together so I can start reacting to some stuff. I try to talk some relationships, some dating, a bunch of different stuff. So I try to mix it up. I know it's a bunch of things, but you get a bunch of things from me. Make sure if you haven't, you like, you subscribe. If this is your first time, trying to get my numbers up. I'm trying to be more active on YouTube, but need stuff to just need people to react. So the more you guys react, the more I react, the more I give you guys stuff. I'm very knowledgeable in a lot of things. I'm not like a sports like analyst, but I am very knowledgeable about sports, basketball, baseball, football. Very knowledgeable about those three. But I know people don't really care for baseball these days. Shout out to the Dodgers. I'm a Dodger fan too. Shout out to the Dodgers won the World Series. Those. I grew up on those three sports, just worshiping like those franchises. So I know a lot about the game because I just love the game. I watch the game. I probably have countless hours of watching sports and stuff over my life. I'm an old jack now, in my opinion. I'm an old dude, but so when I speak stuff, I'm not just speaking out my behind. I'm actually speaking on stuff that I know and researched and seen with my own eyes over the years and stuff like that. So, um, but every no analyst is perfect. Nobody's always 100% right. So, um, but I think I'm close to giving you the truth. With that being said, I wanted to start this live out by continuing where I left off at last time. Um, they said the last thing I said on the 49ers was talking about the end of the year and how it went. But now I want to talk post combine real fast. I'll probably do like 15 minutes and then I'm out. Talk about Kyle Shanahan, talk about Debo Samuels, and talk about the draft. We have the 11th pick. Before I get into all of that, again, once again, please like, comment, subscribe. Shout out to all my fans. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Resort World Casino, Catskill, Resort World Casino, Hudson Valley, Resort World, just in general for continuing to work with me and do business with me. So I do DJ too. So shout out to I got a lot of videos me DJing on this page too. So you could, if you need music to get you through your day, you could look on my page and you could find some of my mixes. And please give them a like, a comment if you like it. Again, let's share it. Share with your friends, coworkers, whatever I got. You like it, share it, like it, comment. I appreciate the engagement. But without further ado, let's get into the 49ers talk that I want to do. I watch a lot of these other content creators when they go into 49ers talk, so I always feel like I have something to add to their talking points that I don't get a chance to really talk to them about. And it's fine. I'm not on their level. They're on a different level than me with that stuff. And that's their lane 100%. That's not really my lane 100%. But I am a big time sports guys fanatic. But anyway, um and everybody leave a comment. If I miss it, I'll get to it when I close the live. I appreciate everybody that drops a comment. Make sure you give a like. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you check out all my videos. All my videos. Check out all my videos. Like those. Subscribe. If it can help you in life, I appreciate it. I'll try to help everybody I can. But anyway, so now we have traded Debo Samuels. So he's gone. I'm okay with the loss of Debo, but I want to say thank you to Debo too. At the same token, he brought a lot of passion to the organization. He definitely set the tone. Physical guy, love that. Uh, you know, he did a lot of great things for us overall, especially that one year when he just went crazy before he got paid, boy. That was like one of the best seasons I've seen in any player on the 49ers have. And he was just special that one year before he got his contract. So I definitely respect. his game overall. I will say he should have got the ball more in that first Super Bowl he played in. In the second half, Kyle just went away from him. I don't know, but that's another story. That's another story for another day. We're talking about the 49ers right now. The today's 49er talk. If you want, I could go into other stuff another day, but today is 49ers because it's on my mind. But sit back, relax. Or you could come back and watch it on the playback, but just definitely give it a like and a comment if you agree or disagree with what I have to say. Anyway, so we ended up he had that crazy year, then we ended up paying him, which I was 50-50 about. I didn't really disagree with paying him, but if a team was willing to offer us a first round pick, which they did, I mean, I was willing to do it. But um, obviously, we didn't do it. Come to find out, him and Kyle are like this. They're like buddy buddy, so it makes sense. As you know, Kyle Shanahan. If you don't, he just suffers from intense narcissism, nepotism, not narcissism, nepotism, and yeah, some narcissism too, some nepotism. He just loves people he's comfortable with. He don't like change at all. Is showing over his tenure. Because why I say that is he will keep guys too long. Debo, we kept him probably too long. I don't know why we restructured his contract last year. He should have been a free agent now. He should be on his way. But now we have to take on a dead cap hit because we kept him an extra year when he could have just walked and we could have got whatever compensation if he just became a free agent, let him walk, and no cap hit because his contract was up after last season, but we restructured and extended it a little longer. But that's because Kyle loves him. Kyle, that's his buddy, that's his pal. So they're like this, they're like boom coon. So Kyle don't want to let him go, and he kept him a little longer. And he last year he wasn't as good, and that's just for the time. And I know Debo hasn't always been the most like in shape kind of guy. He's always coming iffy with the shape. So I think that had a part to do with why he struggled too. But kudos to him. People don't talk about. I heard he was in attendance in every practice. So I guess, in my opinion, probably looking back hindsight, that was probably his way of getting into shape. He probably used those practices to get himself into shape. So he said, "Hey, I could work on the all season for free, or I could get paid to get into shape." And he probably utilized training camp to help him get into shape. That's how I know athletes can do and have done in other sports. Like Shaquille O'Neal, for example, he said, he never really trained in the off season. He trained in the training camp because I didn't get paid to train in the off season. I get paid to train in training camp. So that who knows if that's how he looks at stuff too. Debo Samuel talking about. So who knows? It's 50-50. They always talk about his shape, his shape, his shape. He never comes in camp in shape. I don't know. I'm not there to measure these guys' weight and stuff like that. We don't have all that access as fans, but regardless of what, you still should expect some type of decline with the physicality, the injuries that he's had over the years. But either way, I don't want to take away from anything that he's done in his career. He's went to two Super Bowls. He has some phenomenal games. He's just a unique player. I have a utmost respect for him since he's been with us, and he definitely is somebody that I want to just send my love to and thank you for your contribution to the 49er franchise over the years. Do I think we held on to a little too long? Probably. It was 50-50 with me paying you and getting the compensation with the draft pick. I think we was offered the 10th pick in the 2021 draft. That would end up being the receiver from the Jets, who I would prefer to have right now than Debo Samuel, but Kyle wouldn't, and I'm gonna get into that. But he's on the Redskins. I think he's gonna do well there with Jalen Daniel, who's phenomenal. Oh my gosh, he's so good. So I think they're gonna have a dynamic run game going on with that. That's gonna be definitely hard to stop. So I wouldn't be surprised. Fantasy guys definitely have Debo Samuels on your team. I think that have a good fantasy year rushing and receiving and whatnot. So I think he's gonna have a resurgence next year for sure. I'll have one more good year left in him. So if you could get him for on your fantasy team, get Debo Samuel. He wouldn't be a bad person to have. But shout out to Debo. Good luck in Washington, unless you're playing the 49ers. But shout out to you. So we on to that. Now we have the draft. The draft is done. All the mocks is floating around. I'm seeing all mocks, blah, blah, blah. 49ers taking this one, taking that one. I said Genty, who I wanted before. I explained why. If you want to know why, go back to that live that I talked about 49ers and why I said Genty. Now I could change my mind. Up until right now, I was Genty. Now I don't even think he's going to be there personally. But if he's not there, who I want, I would love to get Membu. But Only if he could play left tackle at some point in his career. I don't want to draft no right tackle number 10 overall. Yeah, we've done that in the past with Antonio Davis, Anthony Davis, whatever his name, Davis. We drafted him pretty high, and he was a good right tackle for us. But I don't want to do that again. I think we could find a guy that could play right tackle for a lot cheaper, a lot less investment. But if Membu could somehow play left tackle in his career, oh yeah, he could be the heir apparent to Trent Williams for sure. I would love to have him to the unit. But if not him, um, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I like the D tackles, but I don't love them at that number 10. The guys that I love, I would prefer to pick them a little lower in the draft. And that's even Graham, that's even Nolan. I'm going to explain why. They're on the lighter side of D tackles, and we don't have that big clogger the D tackle on the team. We have a rookie last year, Evans, Anthony Evans, I think something like that. His name is. He's a big guy, 320, big, and he played pretty well last year. He was pretty serviceable, but he's a rookie, undrafted. We don't know if he's gonna how he's gonna play in the second year. 100%. He wasn't like a high caliber talent, so we need a big like stocky D tackle to be next to this guy because I think he's going to be the starter, but it's 50-50 he's going to keep his job because he's an undrafted free agent rookie that played a little bit better than expected, but we can't know for sure, excuse me, the long term how he's going to play. But we still should, if we're going to address that position and get Nolan or Graham, we could probably get them later on. I feel maybe not Graham so much, but I think he's got to slide a little bit because of his measurables. He was supposed to be 320 ish. He was under 300 pounds. So I don't know what's going on with that. That maybe might lower his draft stock being that way. Same thing with Nolan. He was never supposed to be that big, but he's on the lighter side too of D tackles for what we need for our system for the wide nine. We always have these light D tackles, but we have them next to a big one. That's why we drafted Kinlaw. That's Armstead is 6'7". He's a big boy. Regardless, he was under 320. He's a big boy, 6'7". He's a big guy. That's a lot of meat on them bones. So um, we don't have that guy really that's really talented anymore. So we need to get somebody like that first, and then we can get a no. Unless we're gonna get that type of D tackle in free agency, meaning we try to get the guy from the Eagles that hasn't worked out at all. He's gonna be cut. He was just no good. But to be fair to him, he was not placed in a good situation because he's not next to somebody that could take on the double team. He's more of a one-on-one kind of player. If you know it's football, you know what I'm talking about. But we need somebody that could take on a double team, hold his position, hold the gap. That's strong. That's like 320. We was hoping again we get that with Kinlaw, but he just couldn't stay healthy and his knee was messed up and he just never could be that guy. But we need somebody that's physical at the D tackle spot. So yes, I'm with Nolan or Graham, but not at 10. So it goes back to who I would take if he's there right now. I would take the DB Johnson. I think he's the best player left at his position. He's the best DB after the guy from Colorado. So who's rated as the best wide receiver DB package, which is Hunter, which is crazy. But I would prefer to have the DB, excuse me. If we trade down though somehow from 11 and we trade back, I would love to get a receiver. I like what I saw from Golston and Luther Burden. If we could get either one of those guys, man, that would be our Tyreek Hill on the team, and that would help out after losing Debo. But from all I hear, we're content with our wide receiver core, which I'm fine with. Kyle got to start making his money, man. He's a coach. You got to start coaching. That so again, the pick would be Johnson for me right now. Johnson is my pick, or Membu is my pick. If he could eventually turn to left tackle and be the heir apparent to Trent Williams, because I think he could be really special if he could play left tackle. Right tackle, I'm not really sure. But D tackle, trade down, and then take a Nolan if he's there. Or another guy, I love Campbell from Alabama. Oh my gosh, he looks so good in the combine. He looks so smooth. We're about to potentially lose Greenlaw, so he would be a great replacement for Greenlaw. He just looks like an athletic freak out there. If you watch the combine, just watch how he went through the cones and everything. He was just like silky smooth. But I don't think he's worth the 11th pick. So we have a conundrum potentially brewing at that 11th pick. I don't know who we're gonna pick. It's Campbell, the offensive tackle could slide and be there, but I don't think we got to pick him because his arm length is too small to be a tackle. But I don't know if Kyle is gonna look past that and still draft him and then still make him a left tackle. I don't know. It's too high for a guard because I think that's what the NFL has him viewed right now as a guard. But time will tell if they look past the arm length issue that he has going on and be willing to put him at left tackle. But and you got the other tackle from Texas who is okay, but I'm not in love with him either. Again, nobody I'm blown away by at that 11 pick. I just we can't take the third or fourth best player at a position just because we could this is a D tackle rich draft, so we could find a D tackle later on in the draft that could fit our needs. In my opinion, again, we just need somebody that's just could take up that's a big body, and there's a lot of big body D tackles that are good that we could find and put in the front four and be serviceable. In my opinion, we don't need the third or fourth guy because they're all kind of close by. Once you get past Hunter and uh, the quarterback from Miami, they're all kind of like the same. They're not really anybody special after that, in my opinion. Or the guy from Notre Dame, Penn State, the defensive end, he's really good too. I don't think he's gonna fall. He won't be there at 11, but if he is, oh, you snatch him up. Forget his name. I'm not the best with names, but yeah, the those are the three best players in the draft overall. I'm not a big Shador Sanders fan, but he's not terrible. But I'm not a big fan of his. He probably would do okay in the Kyle Shanahan system if he was in one, based on what his traits. Kyle likes pocket passers. He don't like guys that run around and stuff like that. But either way, um, yeah, that's what I would do. And last thing on Kyle, because I don't want to make this too long. Kyle, it's your time to coach. The Yorks are not gonna just keep writing blank checks for your old veteran guys that you feel comfortable with, that you don't have to coach and teach. I know you don't like to coach, you don't like to teach, you don't like to train people. You want people to come in ready. That's why you don't like rookies. But this is your year to show that you are a true genius and you know what the hell you're doing. You're not some just coach that just knows how to uh, call a play. You know how to actually coach a full team and coach people up. Andy Reid knows how to coach people up. He'll get a guy and he'll mold them into a player. Look what he did with Mahomes. Look what he did with Tyreek Hill. Look what he did with Kelsey. These guys, he molded them into great players. This is your time to show how great of a coach you are, that you can mold, let's say, a no-name wide receiver or a name or a less tier wide receiver and make him into a top tier wide receiver. This is your time to do it because the Yorks are not going to bail you out. I don't know if you're going to trade you, and if you don't, he might not even be here for most of the year. He's going to probably be gone most of the year because of the injury. So when he while he's out, we need players to step up because again, I don't see us just giving money to wide receivers and all these. We still paying Trent, we still paying CMC. We gotta use them. If they on their last leg, we gotta use them, and that's it. Don't give them no more money after this year. That's it. The bank is closed. So this is your time. This is your draft to get your weapons that you need so that you could be a functional head coach and train these guys and play these guys. Because whatever we gotta just utilize it. Cowing, this is your time to shine. Pearsall, your time to shine. We already got Jennings. We got Kittle still. So we got some pieces there. I still think we need maybe one more receiver that is just in case of injury or something like that. So hopefully we could find somebody maybe second, third round. I like Besh a lot. I don't know if Kyle likes him, but I like him. Or the other receiver from Texas that didn't run that said, oh, I'm a 1 or 2 or 4-2 or 4-9 40, and he didn't do it. He's okay. But we just need another receiver somewhere and play the guy, man. This is your time to coach. So this is your time to prove that you're this great coach. But anyway, I gotta run. Hopefully, like, comment, subscribe. I will be back for more. I gotta get to it. Be safe, y'all. Peace.